This is Gabe the Gamester back again for another little session here on YouTube. Remember, this is just kind of an extension to my radio program, BZ Internet Radio. And I'm going to take a little turn on talking about our representatives, the people that represent us in Congress, in the Senate, and in the White House. They represent us. We don't work for them. They will work for us. Seems like a lot of times they forget that. This is a representative democracy, and it's the only way it's going to work because there's 350 million of us. If we each had to vote on every little thing that the government does, well, let's say we wouldn't even get a start on the day. So we have mechanisms in place so other people represent us. Most of the time that's fine, except when they stop representing us and doing what they want. We don't pay them to do what they want. We pay them to do what we want. Now, I am an arch conservative. However, I think the same ought to hold true for liberals. If you have a representative that is not voting the way you want them to vote, and the majority of your peers in your district think the same way, then fire that sucker. Same thing with conservatives. You got somebody that's not voting the way that the majority of the people want, then get rid of them. Of course, I'm a big believer in term limits anyway. Why do we need anybody in the Senate for 20 or 30 years? A couple of terms in the Senate ought to be great. They serve 6-year terms, so that'd be 12 years. And the House of Representatives, it's 2 years. So I think that 5 terms in the House of Representatives ought to be fine. Then they can go get a real job. That's the way originally it was. People went to Congress for a couple of years. Most of the time they was businessmen or farmers. And they went to Congress, they served a term or two, or they went and they served a term in the Senate, maybe 2. But they didn't stay there for years and years and years and build little kingdoms. Especially not doing what the people wanted. But it was a lot easier then because a lot of the people didn't know what the hell was going on. You know, they lived way away from the capital. News was very slow and not very thorough back in those days. Just the very major stuff hit the newspapers. Now we have a lot faster news, a lot more thorough news. But we need representatives that vote the way we do, the people that elected them. Now, I don't want to expect my representative to think exactly like me on every single subject. But the main things, you know, most people in my area think alike on. And that's how they should vote. They shouldn't go off on their own tangents and say, well, I know better than my constituents. Like that jerk from New York said, I don't care what my constituents want. I'm going to vote the way I think I should. Who made him so brainy that he knows what's better for everybody else? See, that's the problem with the government now. They think they know better what's better for us than we do. That's a great thing about our country. It's the freedom to fail. If we make a bad decision, then we fail. Simple as that. Don't go crying to the government. So you've got to support me because I failed. Of course, that's the way it's going to be, because now we're teaching kids that there is no winning and no losing. They play a game of softball in school now, a lot of schools, and there's no winner. They just play the game. No winners, no losers, because they don't want some child to have bad feelings because they lost. What happens when this child gets out of school, goes out into the work world, and somebody else beats them out of a job that they really wanted because they was not competitive enough, because they did not understand that they had to win to get that job? Think about it. You gotta have competition. And the main thing is your representatives gotta vote the way you want them to vote. They work for you. Well, this is the second one I've done of these, because the other one said was too big. Too big. I got too windy, so I'm cutting out of here. I'll find out exactly how many minutes I can talk in the future. I'll use every single second. Anyway, this is Gabe the Gavester. I'm coming at you from BZ Radio. And I want you to have a great day and a better tomorrow. Tune in next time and, subscribe to my, I guess it's a blog or something. And I'll give you the address of my radio station, and we'll have a lot of things to talk about. I have a phone number that when I do a live show there, matter of fact, I'll be using it for here too. No, because I can't do live shows on YouTube. But I only answer the phone during a live show, so I'll be giving that number. And we'll be talking about a lot of stuff. Hey, remember, love your neighbor, even if they are liberal. And no matter what your station is in life, whether you're filthy rich or barely making it, you're better off in the United States of America than you are in any other country on the planet. You have a great day and a better tomorrow. God bless America. And this is the Gator. I'll catch you on the flock.